This is the plaintiff, Daniel O'Neill. He says the defendant's diseased and rotten tree shed a large branch and it fell on his car, fence, and barbecue. When he called to notify him, the guy's curt response was, he's a lawyer, not a landscaper. This guy's a menace to the neighborhood. Everyone hates him, and now he knows why. He's suing for $2,162.13, the amount of his damages. This is the defendant, Jake Poffenbarger. He says the neighbors don't like him because he wants to build a house on the lot he owns, and because it's a small and claustrophobic village, and no one wants anything to change. As far as the tree limb falling, there was a huge and documented storm that caused the damage. There was nothing wrong with the tree, and the plaintiff needs to get over it because things happen. He's accused of being very unneighborly.
Okay. Daniel O'Neill?
Yes.
You are suing Triple Crown Estate, LLC, represented here by Mr. Jake Poffenbarger?
Yes.
Okay. For $2,162.13 to repair damages to your home that occurred during the hurricane that you say they are responsible for because they allowed dead trees to proliferate on the property. Tell me what's going on.
I've called the town a few times about the dead trees. They've sent them letters.
Do they, okay, their LLC owns the property?
Yes.
Is there a home on the property?
No.
It's a vacant lot?
Yes.
Is it a buildable lot?
Yes, we believe so.
You believe so, or but is the village stopping you from building?
Yes.
What's going on with that?
Our point is the village is not basing their information on fact and law, which is our case against them at the moment.
Are you an attorney?
I am not an attorney. I'm
Are
partners.
you an attorney?
No.
Is the third guy an attorney?
The partners in the LLC are both attorneys.
Okay.
They're not here today.
So they sent the two non-attorneys?
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting. All right. So you live next door?
Yes.
And you've lived there for how long?
4 years.
And the fellow next to you is whom?
My father. He had dealt with them the day of the storm because I was working.
Okay, so hold on. So now you've lived there for 4 years. This lot is apparently overgrown, according to you.
Yes. They've never cleaned it. The trees are dying. The town had sent them letters saying the trees were dead to remove them.
Okay.
They sent them summonses to clean it, and nothing has happened.
Okay, did you ever talk to them?
Oh, yeah.
And
And he
who-
said they're lawyers, not landscapers.
They said, we're lawyers, not landscapers, okay?
Yes.
Do you have any proof of the village sending notices?
Yes.
May I see that?
Sure.
So the hurricane hits. This is which hurricane, Irene?
Yes.
Boy, Irene, has Irene kept us in business or what? Absolutely. All right, and what happens?
Well, it was early in the morning. Wind picked up, and his dead tree snapped in half. Came down, taking out my fence, my barbecue, a flower pot, and the windshield and the mirror on my car.
And can I hear from Dad a moment? What's your name, sir?
Daniel O'Neill, Sr.
Okay, Mr. O'Neill, can you tell me what you know?
In the morning of the hurricane, his wife had called me up and told me that the tree had snapped, and she heard it crackling for a while, and then she heard a big thud outside. This tree, I know from a fact that I've been over at their house when the town had shown up and said the tree was dead in one of those letters and summonses, that the tree should be removed before it caused damage.
Okay.
I proceeded to call the owners, who had told me it's an act of God. Well, as far as I'm concerned, an act of God is if it happened the morning of the storm, but they were given previous notice, and I stated that to him. He told me, take it up in court.
Okay, and here we are. And yet he sends you guys. All right. Now, let us discuss. On June 17th, a letter is sent to you by the Village of Lake Grove telling you, putting you on notice that there are dead trees. There's a completely dead tree and another one that's dying, and it's a hazardous situation to your neighbors. What did you guys do when you received the letter in June?
We drove by the property. Just from our eye, didn't seem like there was anything of imminent danger.
Okay.
So we put it on our schedule with our landscaping crew to get there.
Okay.
On July 22nd.
That's a month after the city is notifying you that there's a problem. So you
Yes.
basically sat in appellate review of the city and said, nah, there's not, and then did nothing. Now it's July, and now the city doesn't think that's amusing. So they actually issue violations for which they can charge you $250 a day. Did they?
I know it's ongoing. I don't know, have all those facts.
But are they charging you per day? Who can answer my question? Come on up.
I believe they were charging us.
Okay, so now it's July, and they would like to not be ignored, so they now issue a citation to the 3 owners. What happens then? Still nothing. Then there's a letter dated on August 22nd, where they say, a tree in your lot split in half. In addition to causing damage to your neighbor's property, it continues to constitute a serious hazard. Rectify the situation before any more harm occurs. What tree split in half?
The one that fell.
Okay.
If you look at the picture, the bottom is splitting.
Oh, that's what it means. So that's the picture of the tree where there's an actual split in between them. Okay, so what happened? When did you guys finally take care of the hurricane's August 28th, and they're saying, look, yeah, act of God. If you have a healthy tree, it's an act of God, and no one can sue a neighbor over that. But if you have a tree that is dead and is posing a hazard, and you ignore it and ignore it and ignore it, then it's not God, it's you. So tell me, talk to me.
We did not ignore the tree. We sent Premier Tree Service out.
Okay.
They did a full inspection. I submitted an affidavit.
Can I see your original?
Sure.
Why isn't your tree guy here?
He signed an affidavit.
Yeah.
Two other paid invoices.
Well, I mean, I guess you can ask the
Didn't
plaintiff if
invoices
the
is-
tree guy
I
did
will.
go out
Did the tree
there.
guy go out there?
Yes, and he did say most of the trees were dead, that they should
Okay.
remove them. And that
Did
he
his
would,
tree guy do any work on
he
August
took down,
23rd?
he took down one tree on the opposite side of the property that was completely dead. It was hollowed out.
Did he take down, did you point out the split tree to him?
He said he was only sent to do that, and that was it.
Okay.
And that he
So
would
now-
mention to him.
Okay, because this is how the case looks right now. You get a notice in mid-June, and you do nothing about it. And you get more letters and notices from a very angry village on August 22nd.
I don't have a letter in August from, we only spoke with the village. After we went out, after the landscaper went out, they said it was okay. Then they sent another.
Oh, do you have something from the city saying that after the landscaper went
No,
out,
it
it
was
was
just
okay? That would be
phone
perfect.
conference. Yeah, it was-
The case is over if
Well,
that
they do
happened.
see the second set
Do
of
you have
notice.
that?
I'm sorry, the second set
Do
of
you have that?
No, I do not.
Oh, well, that would be really good to have. Have those 2 lawyers who sent you guys in here, okay, not tell you that if there's something from the city that says everything was fine right before the hurricane, that's exactly what you need here, okay? Because I got a letter on August 22nd telling you guys you still haven't done anything, and then I have you supposedly doing something on August 23rd, okay? And that's the issue.
Well, not
Did that
supposedly,
really
he-
happen, or did that? No,
He claims that
supposedly
he's
doing
met
enough.
him
You're
there.
right. Supposedly doing
Right.
enough because he does admit that the guy was there on the 23rd.
Right, and there's-
Supposedly doing enough.
Right, and there's
you
no-
say that the tree was split beforehand, that you pointed out the split tree to the landscaper, that the landscaper said, "Not my job."
You just
Okay.
said the pictures showed.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Right. The pictures you give me are not of the split tree beforehand.
Right.
Okay? So is it your fault for not doing enough, not doing too little, too late, or is it not your fault because it's an act of God? That is the question. Neither of you have a problem if I try to reach, who's the guy at Premier
Brett
Tree Service?
Comstock.
Say it again.
Brett Comstock.
Brett Comstock. Anybody got a problem with me reaching Brett Comstock?
Not
I
at
didn't
all.
think so. Okay. See you guys. Court's in recess.
All right. So if the tree's diseased and rotten, but there's a violent storm, is the tree owner responsible for the damage? What do you think?
No,
No, why not?
because you can't predict what's going to happen in a
You're
violent
saying it's an act of God. I got it. What do you think? I'm going in the back.
Same for the girl.
Same as the girl, okay?
I disagree. If your tree on your property is showing that it's diseased, then you have to assume that it's your responsibility to take care of it.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
Let's discuss, shall we? Brett from Premier Tree Service was a very nice fellow, and he actually called back swiftly. I don't always get a call back when I leave a message saying, "This is Judge Marilyn Milian from the People's Court." You might imagine that sometimes people avoid me. Okay. Let's go over the facts that we have. We have, according to the plaintiff, a split tree before the hurricane. According to you, we know nothing about a split tree before the hurricane. According to Brett, he says he knows nothing about a split tree before the hurricane. I asked him, is it possible to have a split tree and not be diseased? He said, no, a split tree has to come down. And then I asked him, the tree that went down, was that a diseased tree? And he said, that was not a healthy tree. And when you add that to an August 22nd notice from the city, the village, telling you you have a split tree, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, looks like a duck, when is it not a duck? How much more does a guy need? Okay. That's good enough for me. I find in favor of the plaintiff in this case in the amount of $1,912.13. I'm taking out that $250 for time spent. You don't get to beef up a lawsuit with that, but everything else I find to be reasonable damages, and I'm ordering the owner of the property to pay for it. Thank you.
See what the defendant has to say about this, coming out with a black eye in this case. What's your reaction to this?
I'm still trying to figure out why someone would park their car in front of a dead tree right before a hurricane.
Your dead tree.
Yes, regardless.
So it's not about the car, it's about the dead tree, I think.
Either one.
Yeah. All right. Head right around the corner there. Let's see what the plaintiff has to say here. Come on in here. You satisfied? You don't get, time spent? But
Yeah, no.
everything else you get.
I'm happy with that. Mm-hmm. I'm happy.
What do you think of these guys?
Oh, they're not very good guys, you know. I mean, I hear him saying, "Oh, where you park your car?" I guess I'm not allowed to park my car in my driveway because he won't take care of his property.
They're your neighbors.
Well, yeah, and they won't clean their property. It's very bad. I mean, my dog got ticks from the property. It's so dirty. Hopefully one day they'll finally clean up.
Okay, Harvey.
Here's the trick. If somebody has a diseased tree on their property, send them an email. It puts them on notice of it, and if there's a problem, you can use the email and nail them.